G'day, here I'm with Doug Myers. Doug is one of the best Geist guys around. He knows so much about the product.
Okay, Doug, how you going, mate?
I'm good today. How are you, Peter?
Good. We're at Sydney here, and it's pretty obvious that we're getting a big crowd again already. It's
been a good show.
It's been a good show, mate.
Yes.
Look, well, everyone wants to know exactly what these things are made of and all the rest, and I thought, well, there's no better person to talk to than yourself. You know, you're one of the experts in the field. You and I walk around the show and we talk to a lot of people and we hear a lot of different things and what they're saying in other stands and all other manufacturers and whatnot.
Indeed, yes.
But tell us really what your take is on the Geist product. And you've sold lots of other caravans around Australia before for some time, and I thought it was good to have a chat to you on that, mate. So, what can you say is the major factor that you see the difference between a Geist product and an Australian caravan? You know,
I believe that the fully imported Geist product from Germany is a premium European caravan.
Yep.
I also believe that the European caravan industry is way in front of the Australian caravan industry in their manufacture and their quality of build.
Yeah.
You know, when they first came out, you know, we've been out here for a little over 5 years now.
Yeah.
You know, there were problems.
Yeah.
We had problems. I mean, you always have teething problems. So we had to deal with problems, say, with the chassis people. You know, now you and I both know that there are a lot of Australian manufacturers who give us a bit of a hard time about our so-called chassis problems.
Yeah,
but
they do all the
you know,
time.
don't they? But won't we up front? The first time we start talking to somebody about our product, we say, well, look, we did have chassis problems. You know, it was a 2 mil chassis, built for European conditions, didn't cope with our Australian conditions.
Yeah.
Our roads aren't the same, we go much further.
That's
So
right.
what did we do? We upgraded it from 2 mil to 3.5 mil. It was a fully engineered chassis.
That's true.
In Germany for these caravans in Australia.
Yeah.
I believe that I'm fairly certain there's no other imported caravan in Australia that has a fully engineered chassis for our roads.
No, I don't believe there is either, Doug. And I suppose it's heartening to hear you say that as well, because I've looked around it and investigated many other areas as well and other brands and all. Just the strength, I suppose, because of the different composition and everything, the way it's made and everything, the strength and the monocoque construction and whatnot. It's really hard for a lot of Australians to get their head around that, isn't it?
It's difficult, isn't it? And you know what, Peter? You know, we offer them tow tests. You know, we've got innovations in these caravans. Well, they're not really innovations, but it's German engineering, you know, in our Winterhoff hitch, you know, which takes out the sway in your caravan.
Yeah.
Our mechanical override brakes.
Yeah, that's
you know, Australian caravanners are all familiar with electric brakes.
Yes.
And they look at this and they say, well, I've got to have electric brakes. But indeed you don't.
Exactly right.
You know, our gross trailer mass on our biggest caravan, the XK660, comes in at under 2 tonne. So we don't need them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is people think that the weights have got to be higher than what they really are.
That's right.
And they don't understand the C-channel chassis, do they? You know,
They do not. No, they're used to the box steel chassis and the strength in Australian caravans, you know, and everyone has this perception, or a lot of people do, bigger, heavy chassis, everything's bolted to that, you've got a big, strong caravan.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that, Pete.
No.
But it's a heavy caravan.
It is a heavy caravan, and that's one thing that everyone's trying to get away from.
That's right. You take our cabin off the chassis, put it over there, and we can go for a walk on the roof, Peter.
Yeah,
because of this construction.
That's right.
I defy an Australian manufacturer to do that with theirs.
Yes.
I believe that because it's only bolted to the chassis for its strength, when it's off the chassis, you may find it will do this.
Yes, true. And that's a big thing.
That's right.
And it can do that very, very easily along the road too, can't it?
Oh, indeed. Yeah, that's right.
I think you and I have both seen some pretty horror stories around where Australian caravans have ended in disaster. And with the European, or I'm going to say German, because that's really what it is. It's the German manufacturers that are getting it right, because they're the ones that actually putting the time in at the factory to get it right for Australia, aren't they?
Right. How many caravans do they make, Peter, a year from LMC?
Well, they make 7,000 caravans in the factory in Sassenberg in Germany, and 8,000 motorhomes at the same time. We're looking at something that's far more than what our Australian caravan manufacturers ever dream of doing.
That's true.
So it's something that we want to really put out there and say, look, these guys have been doing it for a fair while.
They've got it right now, haven't they?
They have. They started with the old gypsy wagon back in the 1800s, and look where they've gone now.
That's right. That's right. They're in the 21st century. And I think the Australian caravan manufacturing industry hasn't quite arrived yet.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
I think they're on the way, they're in transition, but this product, our product, the Geist, is certainly far in front of that.
it's been great talking to you, Doug.
Lovely talking to you.
And I think hopefully the viewers will see a little bit more about what the Geist product is all about.
Fantastic, and I'd love to talk to each and every one of them at a show.
Absolutely, and you'll be in Melbourne too, won't you, mate?
Indeed, I will, and looking forward to it.
Maybe in Brisbane too, hopefully.
I hope so too. Thanks,
Okay,
Ben.
mate.
Right,
See ya.
See you.
All right, well, we've had Doug here have a bit of a chat to us, and I think we all can agree that these caravans are a little bit different to most. But yeah, come and see Doug or myself at Melbourne or in Brisbane, and let us show you directly what we think of the van, and you can see for yourself exactly how it's made and the chassis system.